All right, we want to welcome everyone to today's webinar. My name is Troy Howard, and I also have with me today on the webinar Kelly Reynolds, who is our Master of Marketing, as I call her. She's going to be assisting us today on this webinar. One thing I want to let you know is if you have any questions throughout the webinar, you can use the GoToWebinar tool bar there, and you can submit your questions. And Kelly will be watching that for us, and she'll most likely answer your questions just directly to you throughout the webinar. So again, feel free to ask questions at any time, and she'll answer back to you. Or if it's something that we want to bring up to everyone on the webinar, then Kelly will save that question for the end, and then she'll ask it to me and I will answer it there. So again, we want to welcome everyone today to the article review webinar. We're going to be reviewing some of your articles that you've submitted, talking about what's the best way to write an article, how can we improve our articles, what are the key components of an article, and then we have a couple other things we're going to show you as well. We're going to review adding images to the articles, because I've seen some issues with that. And we're also going to talk a little bit about Facebook. We've rolled out some updates to the post place in regards to both Facebook and Google+. So I'll share that with you guys towards the end as well. But we'll go ahead and get started on the article review. So the first person that we're going to be reviewing articles for is Roger Lloyd from BioClean. And we actually have 2 articles and one of his videos that we're going to take a look at today. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and we'll take a look at this first one. So he actually has already posted these on his website, and he is in Abington, Pennsylvania. So we'll kind of just go through and give some suggestions here of what Roger did well and what he can do better in future articles. So first off, I always like to start with the title of the article. You can see in this case, Roger actually has like 3 titles in the article: the local carpet cleaning Abington, PA, local carpet cleaners Abington, PA, and local carpet cleaning companies Abington, PA. Now, normally I don't suggest adding multiple keyword titles or keywords in the title. And the reason why I don't necessarily suggest that is because we're really trying to make sure that Google understands exactly what we want to rank for. We want this page to rank for. And so if we are using multiple keywords in the title, it can be a little confusing to the search engines. Because again, you need to remember that the search engines, it's not a person that you're dealing with. You're literally dealing with a computer. You're dealing with an algorithm that is trying to interpret what you've put on this page and then decide where it should rank in the search engines. Should it rank on the first page, the 10th page, and what should it rank for? So again, I don't normally suggest doing multiple keywords like we have here in the title. So if it was me, I would have maybe just gone with the first one, the local carpet cleaning Abington, PA. And then you can use the next title, the local carpet cleaners, as the next article. So that way you're dedicating an entire page of content to each specific keyword that you want to rank for in the search engines. So again, probably just use this first one, and that would have been sufficient for the article. Another thing that Roger did here, which is really good, is he added 2 images to his article, which is always great. He's got his logo in there. He's got an image of a worker as well. The next thing in his article, if we go down, is you can see right here he put a link to his homepage almost immediately in the article. One thing that he did very well is that he used his keywords with his city and state as the link. So he didn't put the URL of bio-cleancarpetcleaning.com. He actually used keywords and then linked that to his homepage. So that is great. That's exactly how we want you to do links when you're doing your articles and videos and everything. My only change on this section right here is that I don't necessarily like the link to be at the top of the page. And the reason why is if we get into the minds of these computers, like the Google spiders that are going through and indexing this page, they're going to start, and I'll show you kind of the process they do. They start first at the very top here at the URL. And you can see we have the system set up so that it uses what your title of the article, it uses that as the URL. So in this case, you can see, he's got local carpet cleaning, Abington, PA, local carpet cleaners, Abington, PA, local carpet cleaning, and again, you can only have so many letters there in the URL, so many characters, so it cuts it off. So that's another reason why you don't want to use 3 or 4 different keywords in your title, because it will cut some of it off. So you want to, keep it your keywords and then city, state, and that's pretty good. Or if it's the title is kind of a sentence, you can do that, but you want to make sure that you get your keywords and your city, state towards the beginning. For example, if my title was how to remove cat urine from your carpet in Abington, PA, I don't want to necessarily write it that way, because what's going to happen is when it creates the URL, it's probably going to do how to remove cat urine from your carpet, and then it's going to stop. So your city's going to get, cut off at the end. So what's better is you could say like professional carpet cleaner shows you how to remove cat urine from your carpet. And that way, professional carpet cleaner in Abington, PA shows you how to remove cat urine from your carpet. So you put your keywords towards the beginning to make sure that they're picked up by the search engines and they are in the URL up here in the top of your page. So we'll kind of go down. So this is the first thing that the search engines look at, is right there. The second thing they're going to look at is the title. Then they're going to start, the third thing they're going to do is they're going to start going through the content. So they're going to come down. So if we take a look at it, they're going to come down through this page, and the first thing they're going to hit in the content is a link. And that link is going to take them somewhere else. And I'll actually really quick show you what the search engine sees. They don't look at the page like we look at the page. They look at the page like this in code. So really quick, you can see what first thing they look at is your title right there. They look at the URL, then they look at the title. Then they look down at your keywords, which again, we use the keywords out of the title to bolster what we want them to rank the page for. Then they look at the meta description, which he's got right here. Then they come down, and again, you've got in the content, you've got your title right there, which is perfect because it's telling what he wants to rank for. And then we come down to the actual content section of the page, and which is down here. And you can see the first thing they're going to hit once they get to the body of the content is they're going to hit a link. And we're telling them what the link means, that it's for local carpet cleaning Abington, PA, which is exactly what we want to do. But they're hitting a link. And now they have an option of, do I follow this link? Do I leave this page and follow this link? Or do I ignore this link and do I continue down reading all of the content on the page? So that's the reason why we always want your links towards the bottom of the page rather than the top of the page, because you spent a lot of time getting this content, like Roger did. He spent a lot of time creating this content with his keywords in there and his city and state like he's supposed to. But by putting a link at the top, there's a chance, there's an option that the search engine could follow that link before it ever reads any of his content. And then it's wasted. It's not indexing that. Now it may come back later and index it at another date, but we want it to be indexed the first time. So the only thing I would do different right here is I would take this and I would have moved this down towards the bottom of the article. If we go through the rest of the article, he's done a very good job. The content is very it's excellent. He's got his keywords in there several times. He's got his city state in there. The one thing maybe that he could do a little bit better is try to get the local carpet cleaning, Abington, PA, if that's going to be our title, into this content at least a couple more times. So, you know, and a way to do that could be like BioClean does local carpet cleaning in Abington, PA, you know, like in this sentence right here. And they clean deeply and they agitate the spots right out of the carpet. So you just figure out how you can kind of work your keywords with your city and state into the content down here. And again, like I said, he's got it kind of right here, but it's actually his city, state, and his company name. So it's not with the keywords that we want it to be. And then down here, he's got, again, his services, which is fine. And then the last thing he has here is a link. So what I would have done is I would not have linked this right here. I would have moved this link down here. And if I can fit it into the content, even better. You know, so like, for example, I could have added maybe one more line here that says, for all your carpet cleaning needs, or I guess another way to do it would be like BioClean does local carpet cleaning in Abington, PA. Give us a call today at 610-202, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, he could have taken that up, put it in the content right here, added his keywords, made it a link just like he did. And then instead of linking his phone number in that, he could have linked those keywords. Another thing I noticed is both of his links in the article are going to his homepage, which is fine to link to your homepage, but you don't want to always link to your homepage because the purpose of a link is to try and drive the search engines deeper into your website. So, for example, the local carpet cleaning, we're saying, hey, go check out this page. It's about local carpet cleaning in Abington, PA. So I could send that to my homepage, but if I have another page on my website, like maybe my carpet cleaning page where I have my pricing and stuff, I could use that, link to that, because that's really good content about carpet cleaning. Or I could link to another article I've written that's about carpet cleaning in Abington, PA. And that way I'm driving the search engines deeper into my website to hopefully index a page that maybe they haven't indexed yet. Because one of the first pages they index is your home page. I mean, that's pretty much a guarantee. So if you can drive them into your other pages with your links, that's a really good idea. But you always need to make sure it's a relevant page. So if my keywords and my article is about carpet cleaning, I don't want to do a link that drives them to my upholstery cleaning page because then I'm just going to confuse the search engines. So the last thing he did in here is he did his form fill or his opt-in, which is great. My only suggestion for Roger on this one would be there is a section in there to once you select your opt-in in the post place where it says title, and we'll just go look at the post place real quick. We come down here, it says opt-in form subject right there. So I select my opt-in and then I can put in a subject. And in this case, Roger didn't put a subject in. You really want to put a subject in, and what the subject should be is the reason why the person should fill out the form. So it may be to get a free bottle of spot remover or to get a 10% discount. You've got to give them a reason to fill out the form. Otherwise, they're not going to fill it out. So, and that's what you put in that subject line. So again, overall, Roger did a really good job on this article. It was just a few minor tweaks that would fix it, or not fix it, but make it an even more effective article. So we'll move on to the next one for Roger, which is this one here. Okay, so again, really quickly on this one, the title, again, using 3 different keywords or key phrases in the title. I would just use one, especially since we're going after, like in this one, we're going after carpet cleaning, and then upholstery cleaning, and then new homeowners. So it's 3 very different keywords. That we, and they may not necessarily connect. I mean, he does actually have in here, he talks about carpet cleaning, he talks about, you know, some stains for upholstery cleaning, and then he does have some new homeowner stuff. So my suggestion would be split those into 3 different articles, you know, and then just write a little bit more content for each one. So that you have a carpet cleaning article by itself, an upholstery cleaning article by itself, and a new homeowners article by itself. Again, great job by putting a picture in there. We'll go down, let's see. Overall, pretty good. Again, probably just needs to get the keyword city-state into the content at least 2 times. So right here's a really good example of it. He did a pretty good job here. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same content. You know, I mean, our keywords. So like, you know, in this case, it's carpet cleaning Abington, PA, and here he has carpet cleaning service in Abington, PA. That's okay. That's close enough that Google's going to understand what you're trying to get at, and they'll be fine with that. But you don't want, you know, but you want to get it pretty close. And again, down here, he actually has a carpet cleaning service down here, and he has Abington's PA's #1 carpet cleaning service. So again, that's a great use of the city-state and the keywords. Again, we have a link right here that goes to his homepage, and we have another link right here that goes to the homepage. So again, I probably would not have done a link here because that doesn't have his, it's linking to the homepage, but it doesn't necessarily have, it has part of his keywords in it, but not his city-state. So I would have taken that one out and not linked that. And then I would have, instead of linking the phone number right here, I probably would have linked maybe this one right here. And then linked it to his carpet cleaning page on the website or to one of the other articles he's written. But again, overall, a very good job on the article. He's got enough content here for the search engines to like it, appreciate it, and to rank it. So we'll go take one more look. I did want to show his video. He actually submitted a video as well. And the reason I wanted to show this was because he's done a very good job on this video page. So he's got, again, keywords, probably just cut it down to 1. So I would have probably just done best carpet cleaner, you know, Warminster, Pennsylvania. And then I won't play the video here, but this is actually a video testimonial of one of his clients. He did a great job. I mean, it's only, I think if, let's see, I'll hit the button just to see how long. It's 51 seconds long. So it's only 50 seconds long, but he just really quickly, you know, says, hey, we just finished this job for this customer, and, you know, Mrs. Customer, you know, how do you feel about the work we did? And she goes, oh man, the work is amazing. You guys did a great job. And he goes, okay, great. One more quick question. You know, would you recommend us to, you know, your friends or family? Oh yes, I absolutely would. In fact, I already am going to schedule my next cleaning. So 50 seconds, but great. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you want to be doing when it comes to creating your own videos. Get these testimonials from customers. It took him a minute to get it, but it's gonna, this video alone will generate him a ton of jobs, and because it's gonna make everyone believe that he does amazing work and understand that he does amazing work. The other thing I wanted to point out is he did a good job putting some additional content on the video page, and he did a good job with his linking. Again, he put in the city-state, best carpet cleaning company. You probably don't need to link your name. You know, you can if you want, but it's not necessary because Google knows what your name is. And again, both of them are going to the his homepage. So what I probably would have done is maybe link this to the testimonials page on the website, so that the customer can go and read more testimonials, or even link it to another video testimonial that I have already posted previously, so they can watch another testimonial from a customer. But again, really good job. He's got his opt-in form here, just missing the subject line there. So again, make some, you know, the thing is he's got an offer right here to offer you $20 off your guaranteed carpet cleaning. So there's his offer. All Roger needs to do is put that offer here so that they go, yeah, I want the $20 off, and they fill out that form in order to get that. So again, I just wanted to show you guys the video because, you know, 2 main things. 1, great video testimonial. Everyone should be doing this. And 2, when you're doing a video, put some additional content in here. It doesn't have to be as long as an article, but it's a way for you to get some more content, some more keywords on the page to help it rank even faster. So overall, Roger did a great job on all of his posts, and we just had a few minor tweaks to make it a little bit better. So, all right, let's see what we have, who we have coming up next. It looks like we'll get rid of Roger. This article is by David Doyle. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it today, but we've actually reviewed this article for him. So we'll go ahead and skip that one today so that we can get on to the other customers since we've already taken care of this one for him in a previous webinar. Okay, the next customer we have is Dave, and he's from JD Cleaners. So we'll take a look at two of his articles. Okay, so JD Cleaners and Dave here, we've got the title. So we've got leather cleaning, JD Cleaners in Euclid, Ohio, 44123. Now, what you can probably do here is a lot of people have a tendency to want to put their company name in the titles of their articles and videos. I don't necessarily suggest that. Or if you're going to do it, put it towards the end. And the reason why I don't necessarily suggest it is because Google knows who you are, and they're literally on your website, so they know that you're a JD Cleaners. And so you don't necessarily need to tell them that. The other side of it too is that I've had some people say, well, I want to come up for my, I want Google to come, bring me up for my company name. Well, most likely, if you do a search for, JD Cleaners in Euclid, Ohio, we'll just try it real quick. There's a very good chance, you're not only going to come up once, you can see right here, you're going to come up multiple times. So you don't really need to put your company name in there because Google's already indexed who you are, and if someone's searching for your company name, they're going to find you anyways. So you don't waste the space, don't waste your characters putting your name up there. Just I would have just done leather cleaning in Euclid, Ohio, 44123. We can see right here that there's actually an image that it looks like Dave was trying to put in the article, and this means that something went wrong. It's broken. The image didn't get here. So there's a couple of things that can cause that. So I want to just really quick take a second, and we'll do it after the articles, but I'll show you the correct way to upload an image to the post place so that you don't end up with these broken links. Now, if you do get a broken link, you can always log into your website, go to the back end of your website. You can go down to this page and you can edit the page, and then you can just upload the image right there, and that'll fix it for you. But I'd rather have it be perfect for you from the get-go. So I'll show you how to do that towards the end here. But we'll go ahead with the rest of the article. So again, pretty good title. Just maybe take out the JD Cleaners, and he's good to go there. You can have your name in the content. That's fine. So again, like right here, JD Cleaners in Euclid, Ohio are leather cleaning experts. What I would have maybe done here is change this to JD Cleaners are leather cleaning experts in Euclid, Ohio. And then I got my keywords with my city and state in that content together right there. And then we can kind of go through. He does a really good job giving them some good information throughout it. And we'll come down here to the very end. He has his link, and I'll show you real quick. If I click that link, he did a good job. It actually goes to his leather cleaning page, which is exactly what you want to do, David. That's perfect. We'll go back. The only thing I would change here is instead of using your name, JD Cleaners, again, just use leather cleaning or leather cleaning experts in Euclid, Ohio, and then create the link. Because, right now, basically what we're doing right here is he's saying, hey, go check out this page. It's about JD Cleaners in Euclid, Ohio. When really we want it to be, hey, go check out this page, Google. It's about leather cleaning experts in Euclid, Ohio. and that's what I want that page to rank for. So, just a small change right there, and everything would be perfect on this article. So a really good job on that. We'll move on to the next one. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So here we have another article, broken buttons on shirts. So, and the reason we brought this one up is I wanted to show, David did an amazing job on the last one, so I wanted to show another one that there was some more improvement on, that he can improve things on. This one right here, obviously the title, broken buttons on shirts, not necessarily something that someone's going to search for online. So when you're coming up with your titles, you want to make sure that you title it with what you want to be found for in the search engines. So there's a very good chance, like if he'd included his city and state on here, broken buttons on shirts in Euclid, Ohio, there is a very, very good chance that Google will rank this article for those keywords, broken buttons on shirts in Euclid, Ohio, which is great. I wouldn't be surprised if he made it to the #1 spot on Google. The problem is that may not generate a bunch of revenue, a bunch of jobs for David, because there's not going to be a lot of searches for that keyword phrase. So that's why it's important to make sure, and when you're coming up with your titles, I want you to think, is this something that I want to rank for, and that somebody would search for me to find my business and my service, or is this something that someone's not going to search for? Because if it's something that someone's not going to search for, then it's probably not a good title. And I bring that up because we've had customers in the past that say, oh, I'm not ranking for anything, and they're few and far between, but I'm not ranking for anything. So we go to their article page and we grab a title, we copy a title from one of their articles and do a search, and boom, they're on the first page of Google 4 or 5 times. Like, this would be a very good example. If this had, his name in here, unfortunately, it's not even giving an area, but if it had or not his name, if it had his city, state, broken buttons on shirts in Euclid, Ohio, there's a very good chance he'll be on that page, first page of Google, 4 times. But that's not necessarily going to drive him business. So always think about that when you're creating your titles, because what we want is to drive you as much business as possible. So you've got to do titles that will drive you business. And if you need help with titles, we have some great suggestions. We have some great tools that Kelly has put together to help you come up with great titles. And you can just contact us and we can share those with you. Or you can find them on our support page. So again, the other thing about this article is there's just not enough content here. Google wants to see at least 200 words to 500 words on a page. So there's not a whole lot of content for them to properly rank it. And then again, the link right here should be the keywords and go to a relevant page. So, probably not the best. So this is definitely an article that could be improved. And again, I just wanted to show David did a great job, an amazing job on the last one. And this is one that I wanted to show, where there's lots of room for improvement, so we could discuss multiple things. But overall, David's doing a great job. Let's take a look, and we'll just go to his article page real quick. So again, dry cleaning, this is a great one. Right here, again, what we're missing is the city state. Good job on this one. This is a great title as well. This is a very good title. Wednesday dry cleaning specials. You need to put your city and state on there so that they know where the specials are. And again, this one probably, we talked about that one. And then here's another one where, again, I can't express or stress enough how important it is to include your city and state in the title, because Google needs that to know where it should rank for. Otherwise, if you don't put the city and state in there, you're trying to compete against like the whole nation, because Google's not not narrowing you down to where you service. So important to put those there. But again, overall on the first one, Dave did a really good job. All right, we'll go on to the next one, which is Susan. And she is from Oxy Scrub, Carpet and Upholstery. And she hasn't posted the articles yet, so we're going to review them right now so she can make some changes if she needs to, and then she'll be able to post them. So her first article is titled "The Importance of Carpet Padding in West Seneca, New York." That title, that's a pretty good title. Maybe not the highest search volume, but it's not bad. So what you want to do when you're doing your titles is focus on your main keywords first. So in this case, she's a carpet cleaner. So like my first titles would be like carpet cleaning in West Seneca, New York, and then affordable carpet cleaning in West Seneca, New York, and then carpet cleaning discounts in West Seneca, New York, and best carpet cleaner in West Seneca, New York, and then maybe West Seneca, New York, professional carpet cleaning. So you hit your main keywords first, and then as you get all of those kind of taken care of, you start adding in other ones, maybe about carpet padding, or because they still will have the opportunity to pick up some jobs for you, but they're just not as powerful as your main keywords. So she could have maybe changed this one up and just done like, again, if she wanted to talk about carpet padding, she could have done maybe professional carpet cleaner in West Seneca, New York, explains the importance of carpet padding. And that way her main keywords are in the front, but she still gets these ones in there. So we'll kind of go through real quick on the content. Overall, the content is very good. We're just missing one thing, which is, again, trying to get these keywords into the content and get them together with our city and state. So, right here, maybe carpet padding in West Seneca, New York, along with carpets themselves, help to insulate your home. So she could have just added in the city state behind that one there. And again, probably right here, carpet padding in West Seneca, New York is just one way to protect the investment of your carpets. So 2 spots where she could have added it in. And then she has a link here, which is going to her how often should I clean page, which is great. The only thing I would do here is maybe change the keywords a little bit because professional in West Seneca is not going to translate to Google as professional carpet cleaner. So I would probably change this sentence up a little bit, to be, regular cleanings done by a professional carpet cleaner in West Seneca is another way to ensure the longevity of your carpets. Just add in those keywords to that link, and then it would be perfect. So overall, very good. Again, my only suggestion is maybe a little bit stronger title. Include your city state at least, 2 more times in the content, and then make sure you've got your keywords with the city state in that link. So just a few minor changes, and she's got a rockin' article there. Okay, we'll go on to article number 2, which is the title is Rug Doctor, Fast and Easy or a Big Mess, Buffalo, New York. It's actually, from a writer's perspective, it's a great title. From a search engine perspective, it's an okay title, just because the keywords, depending on what you're trying to go after as far as keywords, you probably, Rug Doctor would be more of the keywords you're trying to go after, but your city state is all the way at the end. So it's not tied to the keywords. So there's a couple of ways that you could maybe change that. Like the title could be, should I use a rug doctor in Buffalo, New York? Or that would be a pretty good one. Another one could be maybe carpet cleaner in Buffalo, New York explains why not to use a rug doctor. That would be a good one too. So that probably just a little bit of a change there. I absolutely, I love that she's actually doing the whole rug doctor thing. It's interesting if you look at the keywords and the number of searches for rug doctor every single month in Google. There's a ton. There's tons of traffic there, and most carpet cleaners don't touch it at all. They go, and to me, that's just kind of crazy. It's like if there's tons of traffic out there for people searching for, especially like the top keyword is Rug Doctor coupons. Those are people that have dirty carpets and they need them cleaned, but they probably don't understand the difference between having a professional do it and having them doing it themselves with a Rug Doctor. So if it were me, I would definitely go after those keywords because I know those people need their carpets cleaned. Now I just need to get them on my site and convince them why I'm a better option than a Rug Doctor. So we'll go down. Again, she's got some great keywords in here: professional carpet cleaner, hiring a professional. Let's see, coming through down again. And she's got great information about why to use a professional versus a Rug Doctor. And then we come down to the link: a carpet cleaner with different plans that will fit your budget in Buffalo, New York. So again, probably just maybe change this link up a little bit. Instead of using that entire sentence, I'd say you're better off finding a carpet cleaner in Buffalo, New York with different plans that benefit your budget. And I would have just linked a carpet cleaner in Buffalo, New York. And then that would have been my link, just those words. And I would have left the rest just normal, not part of the link. But overall, I mean, again, very good. Just maybe a minor title change there for you, Susan. And then, shorten that link up a little bit. You don't need to do very long links as far as the wording in it. You want to just hit the keywords. So like in this case, carpet cleaner in Buffalo, New York. All right, so hopefully that answers, gives Susan a little bit of help there. Overall, she did a very good job though, and it's really good content for the articles. So I'm very impressed with that. All right, we'll move on to the next one, which is Chris Steer, and he owns Black to White Carpet Care. Now, we'll take a look at two of his articles. So the first one that Chris has is Pet Stains and Spills Maintains Palm Springs, California, and then Pet Stains and Spills Maintains Palm Desert, California. So again, we talked about this in the first example. I always suggest, especially in the beginning, to just focus on one keyword or one key phrase and one city-state. I've seen customers that will do they'll do different combinations. Like here we have the same keywords but two cities in it, and we'll see that a lot of times. Like people will say, professional carpet cleaner, Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler, Phoenix, Arizona. You can do, people do that, and I have seen those articles get ranked, but it's a little bit more confusing for the search engines. I think it's much better to, it's just much better to just focus on, one key phrase and one city, and then just come up with another article to use that same keywords for the second city. And you could actually take the same article and just kind of rewrite it in your own words and then post it for another city, as long as it's, 30 to 50% different, the content, the wording. So that way you get two articles out of it instead of just one. The other thing on this one is, the only other question I had was, I wasn't quite sure what spill maintains was. So I would have maybe just done like maybe pet stain removal, Palm Springs, California as the title of this one. Would probably be the best title. Going down, he's got both his before and after picture, which is perfect. I can't stress enough how important it is to do before and after pictures and to put them in your articles. Because at this point, if I were a potential customer and I landed on this page, it doesn't even matter if I don't read any of this content below. Just looking at these two pictures, the before and after, makes me want to get my carpets cleaned by Chris, because this looks absolutely destroyed to me, and there's probably a lot of people that would say nobody's going to be able to fix this. This carpet is gone. And then to see this right here, I go, holy smokes, it can be fixed. So, it can actually get cleaned. So this right here is, you know, what's the phrase that, you know, a picture is worth a thousand words. Well, you know, I'd say a picture is worth $1,000, depending on how good the picture is, you know, when it comes to jobs. This right here will convert people. And again, they don't have to read the article. They're going to be converted right away when they see these pictures. So we'll go back down, take a look at the rest of the article. So very good. He's got his keywords, pet stains in there, just multiple times. Let's see, I'm just looking to see if he has pet stains with his city and state. So that, you know, pet stains is in there multiple times, but he doesn't have it connected with the city and state in the content up here. So I would maybe at least one of these, I would have, you know, said, you know, pet stains in, you know, Palm Springs, California can damage your pricey carpets and rugs. You know, get that keyword with the city state in there at least one more time. I like to see it there 2 times minimum. Now, if we come down here, you can see he's got his phone number, and then he's got a link, and his link is going to his homepage. And so again, on this one, he did it right. And the only change I would make is if I change the title to Pet Stain Removal, Palm Springs, California, then obviously the link would be Pet Stains Removal, Palm Springs, California. And again, if he wanted to fit that into the content, you know, he could actually say, and actually has it right, kind of like right here, for all your pet stain and spills, call Black and White. So what he could do is he could have said, for all your pet stain removal needs in Palm Springs, California, call Black and White Carpet Cleaning today. And that would have given him a spot in the content to put his keyword and link it to his page. And I probably would have linked it to the pet stain page on the website. So, and then we go down, he's got his opt-in, and you can see right here, Chris did put in his subject. So that's perfect. You know, free bottle of spotter, deodorizer removal. That's something that a person will say, yeah, I'll give you my information in order to get that. So perfect subject for them to fill out the form. So again, overall, really good job. Love the fact that he did the before and after pictures on this one. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so again, we can see on this one, he's got multiple title, you know, like keywords and cities in the title. So again, probably, you know, just cut that down to 1 and go after it. As far as the title, I know Chris has been doing a lot of articles. So he may be not running out, but having a little bit harder time coming up with titles. So I'm going to give him a little bit of slack on this one here. You know, someone may search carpet smelling, but again, if there's any way to get your title, you know, to make it a little bit better, let's see, what's a good one? Maybe affordable carpet cleaner explains why carpets, you know, may smell in Cathedral City, California. Something like that, so that he's getting his keywords in there a little bit better. Again, overall, the article looks very good. He's got his keywords in here, right there, coming down. Let's see, and he's got them down here as well. So again, only suggestions on that would be obviously just one keyword, one key phrase in city and state. And then on this title, if you can fit it into the content so that it makes sense in the sentence, that's better than just putting it at the very end. So if you can fit it in there, try to fit it in the content. If you can't, then just put it at the end. And again, great. He did the opt-in, and he's got a great subject line there, free bottle of spot remover. So overall, very good job. Just 2 minor changes to this, and Chris is rocking and rolling on that. So let's see, we'll take that down. Now, I want to come, there's 2 things I wanted to go over as well, and we'll do these first, and then we'll take the questions at the end. You're all familiar with this. This is the post place. We're in the article post section. What I wanted to show you was how to properly upload an image into your articles so that we don't end up with that broken icon that we saw on the article previously. That broken icon. We don't want that. Again, you can always fix it if you need to, but we want to get it right the first time so that you don't have to mess with that. So the best way to do it is you've got the image box right here under your title. Just come here, click choose file, and I actually have one right here. So you just pick the file, and you got to remember, make sure that you hit the upload button so that it actually shows up. So it's actually uploaded to the server so that it can be present. If you add the file but don't upload it, it's not going to be in the article. So now the other thing I want to kind of show you here is files must be less than 2 megabytes. They should be in PNG, GIF, JPEG, or JPEG or JPEG. Images must be smaller than 400 by 400 pixels. So let me explain that a little bit. The reason why we have those restrictions is most websites are about 800 to 1,000 pixels wide. So that's, if you can imagine pixels coming across here, they're maybe 800 to 1,000 pixels is the width of this. So, but phones nowadays, the smartphones especially, if you're taking pictures with it, they have very high resolution. So you can get images that are, 2,000 pixels wide. And that's obviously not going to fit on the website. If you're trying to fit a 2,000 pixel image on a 1,000 pixel wide website, it's never going to work. So what we try to do is we have our servers. If you're uploading a bigger image than is what would be necessarily right for your website, we have our servers try to bring that image down, shrink it down so that it will fit in the website. Now, depending on how big the image is, sometimes it's just impossible for the server to process it quickly enough for you to be able to post it. And in that case, you'll get a message, an error message saying that it's not going to work. But we do everything we can possibly on the server to make sure it adjusts the images for you. So we'll go ahead and so if you do get an error message, it's probably because your pixels, the pictures are way too big. And you can go online. There's tons of free, just do a search for image resizer or free image resizer in Google. And there's tons of online sites where you can upload your image to it and it will kick out a smaller size for you based on what you want. So the optimal size is 400 by 400 pixels. But like I said, most pictures, our server can handle it for you, but some phones, the pictures are so huge that it just can't do it. All right, we'll go ahead and hit upload, like I talked about. So we picked our image, we've uploaded it. It's going to give us an example, so if you're not seeing your image there, then you did not upload it. And then if you need to remove it, you can obviously very quickly remove it and upload a different image. And remember, you can upload up to 2 images to your articles, which is the reason we do that is before and after pictures. Upload your before picture, upload your after picture, and then the system will resize it and make it fit on the page. The other thing I just wanted to show is another mistake that people make is they'll come down in the article box and they'll put their article in here and they say, oh, I want to put an image here. So what they do is they'll click this button right here that says image, and they'll try to upload it through here. And that will not necessarily work. In fact, it almost never works because this process does not resize the image. It doesn't format it to make it fit with the website. So there's a I'd say almost 100% of the time, it's going to fail. The image is not going to show up. You're going to see that broken link. So that's why we built this image box up here, so that you can submit it to the server. The server can try to make changes to the image and make it fit for you, and then it'll put it in the article. So never, what I suggest is never use this box down here. In fact, I think hopefully in our next release, that button will be gone. So no one will be able to click that one. But always upload your images right through here. And then of course, then you save it once you're all done. So that's the way to avoid getting that broken image link in your articles. All right, so we've taken care of that. Let's go to one more thing here. And I wanted to actually go to our Facebook page. We got some feedback from our customers of things that you would like. We're always trying to improve our product and make it the very best that it can be and meet your needs as our customers. And sometimes we have to weigh, what a customer wants versus what works well in marketing, because a customer may want something, but we know that it won't work. It's not going to help them rank. So, we're not going to do that because our concern is getting you as many jobs as possible. So, we want you to. We're going to let you do what will work for you and not hurt yourself. But one of the requests that we've had was the ability to, when you post a video through the post place, to actually have it be able to play on Facebook or Google+. And up until this point, and actually the Facebook, the way they have written their code, and the system that we use, the APIs that we use to push the content into them, they had prevented the videos from being able to play. So when you were posting, for example, you would see if you put an image at the top of the article, there would be, there most likely your image would show up in your Facebook post, and then your content, and then a link. But when you posted a video, it would just basically show the title of the video and maybe a little bit of content below, but that was it. And then it would just link over to your website for them to watch the video there. The problem we saw with that was people didn't engage with those posts as much as they did if they could watch the video online. So, Facebook still didn't change their system to let us push it. So we basically came up with a very nice workaround to make it happen regardless of what they did on their end. And you can see right here, so this is a video post that was posted through the post place onto our OnTop local page. And you can see right here, it's got the title and it's got a thumbnail of the video, and then it's got my additional information. So if I were to click this, you'll see that the video is going to come up. It's going to play right in Facebook, and it's still going to give me a link. So if the customer then wants to visit your site and find out more about it, they can click there and it will take them to the page right there. So that's one of the big updates that we just released with the post place, is from now on, whenever you post a video through the post place, there is going to be a thumbnail in the post, and when you click on that, the video is going to play for them to watch it right there. And then there's still going to be a link that goes back to your website, because we do want them going back to your website. In our testing, we've already had a couple of customers come back and say, wow, this made a huge difference. You can actually see, for example, right here, Facebook tells you how many people were reached, how many people interacted with your posts. And we had one customer who was putting out videos, and they were saying, oh man, the interaction with my video post is so low compared to my other posts, because the video is not showing up there. Well, once we rolled this out, which was last week actually, and it started showing up, the customer contacted us and said, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm getting 10 times the interaction now with my videos that I was getting previously. So it should make a big difference for you as far as people who are interacting on your Facebook. And again, it's going to happen on Facebook. It will also happen on your Google+. So the videos will show up and play right on your Google+ page as well. So we hope you guys like it. Give it a test, try it out, and let us know your feedback on it. And again, we're always looking to improve the product. So if there's anything that's kind of on your wish list of, I wish it would do this, I wish it would do that, please let us know. And we'll be happy to take a look at it and see if we can work it into our development roadmap. Unfortunately, when it comes to products and software, you don't get to roll out stuff as quickly as you would like. We do have a roadmap for our products that goes out almost a year into the future. But we're always trying to fit in these upgrades that our customers would love. So again, we'll go over to Kelly real quick, see if there's any questions that we need to answer, and then we'll let you guys get on to your businesses.
Hi, Troy. Yep, there are a couple of questions. And if there are any additional questions that you guys have, make sure to put them in the questions box. The first question, and this is a question that we get a lot, Chris Steer asked if he is able to view the webinar later. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to say that all of our webinars are posted on support.ontoplocal.com. And you can view all of them there. We record all of them. And then also we have 2 webinars that we put on every single week. There's one every Tuesday that goes over the steps of posting articles and videos through the Postplace, and there's one every Wednesday called the Wednesday Writing Workshop, and that goes over how to create effective articles and videos. So you can find the links to those on support.ontoplocal.com as well. Or if you'd like any recordings in specific that you can watch on your own time, you can email me at kelly@ontoplocal.com. That's Kelly, and I'll make sure to send those out to you. And another question that we had was what is more important, videos or articles? Should they be posting more of articles or videos? Which ranks better? All of that good stuff. Troy, can you address that?
Absolutely. Okay, that's a great question, and it is actually one of the most frequent questions that we get. So when it comes to articles and videos, I always tell customers in the beginning, I want you to post, I want you to split it up 50-50. So I want you to do, if you're doing 40 posts a month, I'd like to see 20 articles and I'd like to see 20 videos. And the reason why is because that search engines are looking for both types of content. But, with us having, tons of customers all throughout the United States, Canada, Australia, the UK, and we actually just launched some sites in Russia as well. We get to see how rankings work and how our customers' articles do in not only different industries, but also in different geographical areas. And what we found is that Google tends to rank what it is looking for or what it needs in a given area. So we've have some customers that say are, in Mesa, Arizona, that they're posting articles and videos, and their articles rank faster than their videos do. And so they're getting a nice boost from that, but their videos are taking a little bit longer. Then we'll have another customer, same industry, that's in, say, Tallahassee, Florida, and they're posting articles and videos, and their videos come up faster than their articles do. So you just I always suggest posting a 50-50 because you don't really know what Google's looking for in your area. So it could be more articles, it could be more videos. That way you can get a very good idea of what they're going to rank better for you. And then you can make a slight adjustment. You don't want to just post articles or just post videos because the search engines want both. They want videos, but they also want content, written text that they can index. So you really need to be posting both. But if you find that one is working a little bit better, then you can kind of slide the scale a little bit and say, I'm going to do 60% videos and 40% articles because my videos seem to be ranking very well. But you never want to go away from one or the other because I've seen it happen with customers. They go, oh man, videos are really easy to do. I'm going to just post videos. Well, they're not giving the search engines any written content, additional written content to index, and they start to see their rankings slip. So you want to do both, but especially in the beginning, but you can skew it one way or another, maybe 3, 4, or 5 months down the road when you are seeing a pattern with Google.
Great, thanks. There is one more question. How long will it take before articles and videos start showing up higher in the Google search rankings?
Okay, that's a very good question as well, and it's a frequent one we get. And I'll try to make this answer quick for you because I know everyone's got to get back to work. So it really depends on a couple of factors. The first factor is geographically. what is the competition like in your geographical area? You know, if you're going after New York, New York, or Chicago, Illinois, one of these major metropolitan areas, you're going to have a lot more competition, which means it's going to take a little bit longer because there's a lot of people that you're competing with to get to that first page. So geographical area does play a factor. If you're in a smaller town, you're probably going to get there a little bit faster because there's not as much competition for that first page. Now, the second factor is the actual, what is your competition doing? You know, is your competition actively working on their website and their internet marketing, or are they not? Or are they paying somebody, you know, $2,000 to $5,000 a month to do it for them? That's the other question that you kind of have to look at. Because if your competitors are out there spending a lot of money on search engine optimization and have a lot of backlinks and all these different things that help, then it's going to take you a little bit longer to beat them because they're spending a bunch of money and getting a lot of work done, and you're kind of, you know, depending on where you're at, you're kind of starting out. Now, I will say that by using the post place, you're getting more SEO done than they can afford. And I think Ron's probably told most of you, you know, when we went out and polled different SEO companies and showed them, you know, basically what the post place does as far as, you know, creating a page on the website, optimizing it, going out to all the social media sites, doing the snippets, sharing it, bringing links back to the site. When we showed that process to several different SEO companies and then asked them what would they normally charge for those services, most came back and said they charge between $300 to $500 to do it each time. So if we take the low end of that, $300, times that by 40 posts, that's literally $12,000. So if your competitor wanted a SEO company to, you know, try to mimic what the post place does, they would be paying them around 12 grand to do it if they're doing it correctly. And that's the value of the post place. So the reason I explain that is that even if they're spending $2,000 a month, you're still going to be doing more than they're doing. So you will catch them and surpass them. Now, so on average, what I would say is the average is between the 3-month to the 6-month mark is when customers really start to see, you know, they're on the first page of Google, they're starting to dominate it. It's usually between 3 to 6 months. We've had some customers, actually Roger, I was just on the phone with him, the very first article we reviewed, and he's been doing it, I think, about 45 days, and he's already got several articles on the first page of Google for his area. Now, he's in a smaller area, so he has a little bit less competition, but, you know, it's within 45 days, he's ranking on the first page of Google, and sometimes multiple times. Then we have other customers like, for example, Superior Disaster, who is in Arizona, and they are one of 400 water damage and restoration companies. So way more competition. They took, I think it was between probably the 5 and 6 month mark. They were literally, when they started, Jason, the owner, told me that he did a search for water damage, Gilbert, Arizona, and he was on page 97 of Google before he started with us. And within 6 months, he was in the #1 spot on Google, not only for that keyword, but hundreds of keywords. So again, it varies depending on the competition and the metropolitan area you're going after, but plan on 3 to 6 months, and the 3 to 6 months is based on you doing what we tell you to do, posting 40 times a month. If you only post 20 times in a 6-month period, you've only done 1 month. You haven't even done 1 month of work. So you're not going to get the 6-month results if you've only done, half a month's work. So those, you got to be posting those articles and videos, and you got to hit your 40. Any other questions, Kelly?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, perfect. Well, again, I want to thank everyone for attending the webinar. I hope it was helpful. Thank you to the customers who submitted their articles. It's probably not easy putting yourself in front of everybody, But again, all of you did a very good job. And the whole goal here is to just help each other to keep improving so that you're gonna, so that you rank higher and you get more jobs. So again, thank you for attending. Make sure you check out support.ontoplocal.com to see the replay if you want to see the replay or to see our previous webinars. So thanks and have a sensational day.